With a trembling hand, Matoro placed the Kanohi Ignika upon his own mask. He expected to feel a surge of strength, or perhaps the opposite, a sudden trembling weakness. But instead, he felt different. His body felt light and tingled as if a current of energy ran through it. He was falling still, but no longer tumbling out of control. His form was straight as an arrow, and headed for a target still unknown. Images flashed through Matoro's mind. He saw the creation of the Ignika, its millennia of waiting for the proper time to be used, and the destined wearer. He saw it taken from its resting place once before to be used to heal the Great Spirit. And he saw what happened to the one who wore it then. He didn't cry out, or protest, or rush to tear the mask off his face, nor did he waste a single moment in regret. He had never asked to become a Toa, or desired it, and the mantle of hero had never fit comfortably on his shoulders. But now he knew, and the knowledge brought peace. Nuju was right. The universe is a riddle, and today, I am the answer. His arms were thrust out in front of him. They were glowing now, little sparkles of light like the starfield above the island of Motonui. His whole body was changing now, patterns of light swirling, energies being unleashed as the mask of life drew forth the essence of the being called Matoro. Is this the end, then? He wondered. Is this what it feels like? Yes, he decided. This was death. This was the price the Ignika demanded for its use. He would no longer exist as Matoro, as a Toa, as a living being of organic muscle and mechanical parts. He would be far less than what he was. And far more. The world was changing all around him, but it did not frighten the Toa of Ice. He knew the real change was in how he was viewing his surroundings. No longer with eyes, a mind, a spirit bound to the physical world. He was becoming pure energy, pure life. The force that would bring the Great Spirit back from death. Already, he could barely remember how it felt to be in battle, or to be lonely, or to feel the warmth of a fire on a cold night. Pleasure, pain, satisfaction, disappointment, these were all just words to him now. He was beyond all that, or almost. But there was one emotion, one part of his former life that he had not forgotten, one memory he refused to surrender. Jala, Holly, Huki, Kongu, Nuparu, his friends, his partners, who had fought beside him and laughed with him and made all the burdens bearable. They were out there now in the black water, about to die at the claws of the Baraki. No one on Metro Nui would ever know of their heroism or their sacrifices they were willing to make. They would never see their homes or those they cared about ever again. His own death he could accept, but theirs, no. That was too high a price to pay, even to buy the salvation of the universe. He was Toa Matoro, at least for a few moments more, and he wore the mask of life, or perhaps the mask of life now wore him. He didn't know or care. He knew his friends were willing to die for him and his destiny, and for that reason alone, they had to live. Matoro pushed back against the power of the mask, fighting to hold on to his consciousness and his own existence for just another heartbeat. He wrestled with the power, pleaded with it, tried to bend it to his will. The Ignika, for reasons of its own, allowed this. Once before, long ago, a Toa had donned the Ignika and lost his life to complete his mission. That Toa had tried to be brave, but there was fear in his heart, and he met his end with grief and regret. The Ignika sensed none of that in Matoro, only a will and determination that rivaled even that of Motonui himself. The Mask of Life, bound now to the energy of Matoro, granted him this power. Matoro seized upon it to perform his final act. It was not one of grand heroism, not a gesture that would shake the universe, but something more powerful and lasting than either one. A simple act of friendship. With that done, Matoro surrendered himself gratefully and completely to his destiny. The merged energies of the Toa and Kanohi mask exploded in the core of the universe, flooding it with light. Streams of golden power flowed into every part of this realm and then beyond it, until it had touched every place where the Great Spirit had once reigned. Just as countless beings had sensed the death of Motonui, so did they now feel life return to him. And in the sky above the city of Metro Nui, the stars shone brightly once more.